Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome.
Ooni of Ife's new proposition to Queen Naomi in the emergency meeting shocked everyone as he spoke with desperation amid tears. We are hearing that he has proposed to live with only Queen Naomi right now, that if Queen Naomi would give him this last chance, like the final last chance before all of those people, that he will go ahead and marry all the Oloris that he has married and the ones that he has married that have not been made public. Yes, but he will not marry any more new Oloris. And secondly, that he will live in his palace with Queen Naomi alone and not with any other Olori. And this seems to be coming from a place of desperation from what a lot of people are saying, but they said this was his proposition to the families, to the people that he invited to the emergency meeting. Now, how does he intend to achieve this is the question that everybody is asking, because the last time we checked, it's been back and forth with the Oloris, leaving the palace and not leaving the palace. The Oloris are not ready to leave the palace for 1 minute. And it's been like a lot of fights going up and down, and everybody feels as though Queen Naomi is the enemy. Queen Naomi is the reason why they are not having peace in their matrimonial home. They want to have peace in their matrimonial home. Queen Naomi needs to let them be and everything. And then Queen Naomi is saying, look, this has got nothing to do with me. I'm not struggling your man with you. I just want to move on and jumpstart my life again. I deserve happiness. I deserve respect, and I deserve emotional stability, and I want to move on. But then again, when Ooni of Ife came up with this proposition that right now, of all the conditions that Olori Naomi gave him, that he is ready to deal with 2 of those conditions, leaving 1. Now, the last condition that he is not even attempting to even try and deal with is the condition that he will have to divorce Ebony. No, he's not even going that way, because he has made it clear that should he do that, that Ife people will come for him. But the 2 conditions, announcing Queen Naomi yet again to the wall, and also, getting the Oloris out of the palace. I do know that Queen Naomi did not say that the same way, but Ooni of Ife has gone further to tell Queen Naomi that, he is ready to stay with Queen Naomi alone in the palace. Now, here is the main proposition from the Ooni of Ife. Now, if you have ever been to Ile-Ife, you know that the palace of the Ooni of Ife is very huge. And the palace of the Ooni of Ife has a lot of land. Like they have, of course, it's the palace. Ile-Ife belongs to them. If they don't have enough land, who else will have in Ile-Ife? So the land is vast for the palace. And so Ooni of Ife said that as he is in the throne or on the throne, people are contributing so much. Remember that, this man just donated 1 billion naira edifice for to the Odua community. And he said he intends to do that. But because of Olori Naomi and the circumstances of event, he's going to expedite action. That there is a plan for a new Ooni of Ife's palace. The new Ooni of Ife's palace is the design that he will want to live in. You do remember that Ooni of Ife never built this palace. He basically, like the Ojaja II, basically renovated this palace to the edifice that you are seeing there right now. When Ooni of Ife became the Ooni of Ife in 2015, if you are somebody who is into history and all of that, and you understand where this is coming from, you know that the palace was different from what it is now when, the former king that is with the blessed memory right now was in the palace, yeah. And so now, when Ooni of Ife, the Ojaja the second, took over the palace, he did a great renovation in the palace, and that is why you see the palace of the Ooni of Ife looking the way it is looking. And Ooni of Ife has made it very clear in his meeting that, look, he doesn't even intend to stay in this palace for a very long time. There's going to be, one of the biggest and one of the finest structure, okay, that will be, built to attach to this palace, okay? He's going to make sure that it has its own distinction and everything. That he has thought about this problem of moving out of the palace. You do know that recently, when Ooni of Ife started this drama with Lori's moving out, they said there was so much altercation in the palace. The whites were very, very upset. It was looking as though this event wanted to make them, as in embolden them to be able to be confrontational with the Ooni of Ife. And you do know something. Sometimes in life, you might be a very meek person, but a situation may just make you become what you are not. And Ooni of Ife saw that, should he continue going with this, move out of the palace, don't move out of the palace, there is a possibility that these women will become confrontational. Because the thing is that if you begin to tell them to move out of the palace, you are, trampling on their fundamental rights. The reason happens to be that you went, you married them, you brought them to you, you call them your wife, you have introduced them to the entire world. Some of them, especially for those who are already having kids with you, they take you to court or whatever. They will win you because you cannot marry a woman and ask them to go and stay on their own. And these women are uniting for that purpose. They are not ready to hear that because they feel that that is so much of an insult to them. And so right down, as a very smart man, that said when Ooni of Ife called this meeting, he called this meeting with so much excitement, hoping that Queen Naomi was going to buy into the idea of erecting a very new edifice, like the plan that has already been submitted to him, and that he wants to start work immediately. And he is making a promise to Olori Naomi that in the next 6 months, should Naomi say yes, that edifice will be erected and everything will be fine. So now, should that happen, he will now move with Olori Naomi to the new structure for the palace, while others will stay put where they are. Now, these others, we are talking about the Ikpi, Oletik, Blow, Ebony, all of them, Metete and all of them. Metete are the new ones that have not, been officially introduced to the world, okay? They said there's Dr. Impetus there, Dr. Impetus, the prayer warrior. And so they said that Kabiyesi has made this proposition to everybody. Olori Naomi, the family, Reverend Esther Ajay, Reverend Funke, everyone, as, the information goes, if the information is true, that he is erecting that edifice right now, and he's going to finish it in 6 months, and he is going to move himself, his son Tadenikawo, and Olori Naomi with him to the new Ooni of Ife's palace. That is the other side, the back, as in this now is going to be on the other street. That's the back of where this one is right now, and that will be the major palace, the major palace. He is going to leave others here. And now they said in that meeting, the elders were, applauding for the Ooni of Ife because they felt as though he thought it right. And a lot of people are feeling that maybe that may just solve all the problems. But what do you call that? Because these women will still be married to the Ooni of Ife. Ooni of Ife owe them a lot, emotional needs, financial need, of physical need, and a whole lot, right? And so how is he going to be able to cope with all of these women? And Olori Naomi is the question that a lot of people are asking, while they have these people from the school of thought who are thinking that, okay, he has tried and he has done what he's got to do right now. The ball is on Naomi's court to decide what she would want. So this is what we are hearing. If the information is true, that right now that happens to be the proposition of the Ooni of Ife to Olori Naomi, building a new Ooni of Ife's palace where he will be moving to with Olori Naomi, and every other woman that comes into his life is going to stay in the new Olori palace. What do you think about this? Whatever you think, I want to see it in the comment section. I appreciate you guys so much. Do you think this is such a good idea? But this is a great proposition that the Ooni of Ife has got for Olori Naomi. I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget, these are all alleged, rumored, and speculated information making the rounds on social media.